Welcome back to another Perk introduction video and build recommendation tutorial. Somewhat. Not really. Honestly, with this game, you can probably build with whatever you feel like, personality traits and stuff. Just see what works, but this is just a gist build for anyone who has no idea what to do when they first start off, or even people who haven't thought about things on paper through the wiki and other sources. This time, we're going to go off with the Gungineer perk. Very interesting and actually pretty popular perk just off of bases alone. The main pluses at first, it starts off with probably one of the best early game weapons, like damage wise, and the fact that it's unbreakable with the crowbar. Very strong weapon considering all the other weapons we have. The hatchet doesn't do as much damage. It's pretty good. His other good qualities is that mechanical is a great trait or ability to have, as you can later on build up walls that support other people and build bombs and set up other stuff, just like the mechanic perk. This perk is very similar to the mechanic perk, but it has more popularity just because it's overall, I'd say, a better balance of perks, of items you can do with it. The downsides of this perk is that it has a pretty bad base attacking step. It has no strength added to it. I'm considering these without any traits. Without any traits or thought about a trait, it has no fitness or strength. And that, because the crowbar is technically a slightly heavier weapon, this causes problems early, as it somewhat limits the ideas of building this character, because you need to offset these issues in order to use the crowbar effectively. Basically, the goal with using this character is to offset the lack of battle bases with the trait, which very few traits can do well. Some of the traits that do manage to do this with either some luck or just normal way is the warrior trait, the practical trait, mysterious past, and the berserker trait. Warrior is definitely probably the simplest and one of the better options. Unlike practical and mysterious past, it gives a flat +2 improvement to fitness and strength, while others leave it up to chance, where it says we're going to give 3 stat ups randomly, but there are 3, air quotes, attack stats in strength, fitness, and shooting. So for starting characters who want this to be a good at first with no investment, Warrior is probably one of the better options with this, but it's obviously a boring option. Next, I'd probably go with practical and then mysterious past, but if you are up for the challenge, though, berserk is a great option to carry the team well offensively while giving you a little bit of leeway with some mechanical edge, and actually gives you above maxed out gunning, which can carry you throughout the entire game if you can keep this person alive. If paired, I'd recommend this as a pairing somewhat. If paired with a gun collector, Calm Under Fire can be a nice build option for a team, as when the gun collector class is maxed out, he has 3 weapons to use from, and there's no way you're going to use all 3 of them. It's just not a great option. So giving the Gungineer his gun as soon as possible is a great idea, and the high composure helps in stressful situations, such as making explosives later in the game. To instead build him as a support unit, it's the same answer as mechanic. Inventive pushes the mechanical to 2 spaces before the max stat, which is pretty much as you continue to go through the game, it probably will be maxed very easily by random chance. And then you'll be able to keep your car running as long as it has fuel. And the high wits inventive give you also help pretty well. But as usual with most side builds, Civilize adds some difficulty in maintaining this character, but a huge payoff early and even late game, as it's not exactly that hard to keep them happy. It pretty much almost maxes out mechanical instantly right off the bat, and it even gives them some medical support on the side as well. And maxing all the personality stats always help. Civilized is just a broken trait, to be honest, as long as you know how to keep it. As with all character builds, niche builds are nice too, with Charming and City Seeker being some of the best I find. For Charming gives you free trading on the mechanical stat, which is okay, and City Seeker increases the chance in cities of finding more buildings, which increases your chance of finding a gun. But these things are probably better suited for a fighter already. That's pretty great, such as other traits we'll go on to later. Overall, this class is pretty popular for decent reasons, as starting with guns is always popular and a great idea. Their issues can be negated easily as well, and they're actually very flexible as a supporting role. You will appreciate what a certified Gungineer can definitely do for you on the death road to Canada.